Introducing to my right, fighting out of Edinburgh, is the challenger. He weighs in tonight at 252 pounds and is the #1 ranked contender for the North Wrestling Championship. Show the answer, Hendry! To my left, fighting out of the city of Bradford, he weighs in tonight at 190 pounds. And for 154 days, he has been the reigning, defending, undisputed North Wrestling Champion. He is a postmodern professional wrestler, Liam Slater!
The music videos are done, the entrances are made, and now it comes down to what happens between those ropes. Liam Slater has turned back the challenge of Axel Tischer and Will Cruz. This is his biggest challenge to date. Joe Hendry arrived back in the UK just a few days ago after making an impact, pun intended, at Bound for Glory. He has every intention, does Joe Hendry, of leaving Anarchy Brew tonight with the North Wrestling Championship and putting it on the desk of Impact Wrestling Scott D'Amore. The one person that stands in the way of that happening is a postmodern professional wrestler in Liam Slater, who cannot afford to let Joe Hendry rent an apartment in his head. Liam Slater has to focus on what brought him to this point, what got him over Rory Coyle, what got him past the Axeman Axel Tischer, and what got him past Will Cruz, and that is professional wrestling. Nobody on the planet wrestles like Liam Slater. You will put him in the top 5 on any continent. In some continents, the top 3. Certainly tonight in Newcastle, #1. And Joe Hendry now has to match that. When it comes to a power game, it belongs to Joe Hendry. Hendry took time out during lockdown to get into the greatest shape of his career. And he has been a formidable part of multiple wrestling promotions across multiple continents. The power game belongs to Joe Hendry, but you've got to believe if this becomes a wrestling contest, and you know what I mean by that, it has to go to the champion. Hendry powers down Liam Slater, winning that opening exchange. Slater now looking to get out of this wrist lock early on. Liam Slater, black trunks, black boots. No frills, he is here to compete. And he took umbrage with Joe Hendry, getting all the opportunities that he believes that he deserves. As one of the greatest professional wrestlers on the planet, Joe Hendry, he sees as a gimmick, a caricature of a wrestler. Getting on for funny entrances. The entrances are done now. It's wrestling. And Liam Slater gives a knowing nod to Joe Hendry. And Hendry, you can see is thinking about this now. This isn't like anything Joe Hendry's encountered. Joe Hendry had a spell as part of Ring of Honor where technical wrestling was very much part of the culture there, and again an opportunity that Liam Slater believes should have been his. He's going to prove that tonight, and he's going to take out Liam. He's going to take out Joe Hendry with an STF, it seems. Perfectly applied in the center of the ring. Hendry nowhere to go. Hendry rolls through it, making a quick cover. And Slater finds himself outside the ring. Ring awareness from the North Wrestling Champion. Ties up once again, and Joe now. He's going to make this a wrestling match with Liam Slater. Snapmare takedown and a headlock. Those huge arms of Joe Hendry are going to attempt to, early on, take the oxygen from Liam Slater. Roll through. Slater rolls back, and once again, look at that. Snapmare, but this time Slater's got an answer. Slater went, don't try the same thing on me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Round and round these two go. Joe Hendry went to that snapmare headlock combo, and on the second time, Slater had a solution. Liam Slater constantly adapting to his surroundings. That's what got him past Axel Tischer. That's what got him past Will Cruz. And it may get him past Joe Hendry tonight. Headlock and Joe Hendry. The power game belongs to Joe. And that shoulder block. Joe doesn't move, but Slater goes back a couple of feet. This time Slater hits the ground. He's straight back up. Off the ropes again they go, and once more, shoulder tackle. Third time off the ropes. Oh, this time Slater absorbs it. Hendry invites him to go for it. I don't know whether this is a bright idea by Liam Slater. Looking for a shoulder fight, a shoulder tackle war with Joe Hendry. He's going to give it all he's got, and Hendry ain't moving, though. Hendry is stoic. And there's that shoulder barge that wipes out the champion. Slater is reeling at this point. Undeterred, Slater slapping the chest of Joe, and Joe returns. European uppercuts all round now. Uppercuts aplenty from Slater. And Hendry with a headbutt slows him right down there. Joe Hendry. And respect to Joe Hendry, who has for the longest of time been pigeonholed as a comedy wrestler. Went away and improved tenfold as a professional wrestler. And as I said earlier, I think this is the greatest iteration of Joe Hendry we've ever seen in wrestling. And he's proving it now with this stalling suplex. He's making Liam think about it. Down he goes. The power game by Joe Hendry. One of those covers that isn't designed to get a 3, but to wear down Liam Slater, as is this Cobra Clutch headlock from Joe Hendry as well. The arm tied up that stops Slater from twisting his way out like he did earlier. Technical excellence on show here in Newcastle upon Tyne, in the United Kingdom, the home of World of Sport, where technical wrestling certainly survived and thrived. Many would say was born here. And the North Faithful love it. They're chanting for wrestling, and that's what we're getting. Joe the Answer Hendry has established himself as one of the people to beat here in the UK. Former Ring of Honor star, current Impact Wrestling star, but has said to me that Impact Wrestling is his new home, but he won't be far from the UK, and he loves the idea of taking the North Wrestling Championship to the Great White North, to Scott D'Amore's office. Slater is in a really bad position, and that idea from Joe Hendry could become a reality if Slater can't find an answer to this Cobra Clutch. Slater trying to sit up and power up from this. Slater back to his feet and snaps Joe Hendry away. Slater's got to move quick here. Uppercuts all round. Here comes Slater. Big uppercuts from Slater, and now on the top. We don't see Liam Slater take it to the air that often these days, but it was effective. King's Road backdrop. Just a 2 for Liam Slater, who suddenly finds himself back in the driving seat of this technical wrestling encounter. And the North Faithful falling in love with Liam Slater all over again. Through goes Slater, off the ropes now, caught midair by Joe Hendry. Oh, the freakish power of Hendry. Knock the lights out again. Slater off the ropes, and here's Hendry with a tilt-a-whirl. Spins Slater all the way around, and just a 2. Hendry spinning Slater, letting him think about it before dropping him. You can hear the North Faithful have really turned a corner on Liam Slater. Very much behind a postmodern professional wrestler in Liam Slater. And now the ankle lock. The move that Joe Hendry took from Kurt Angle, renamed it the Hendry lock. And it's deep in now. The Hendry lock. In perfect position. And Liam Slater fighting to get through it. And Slater reverses it. Single leg crab. Excellently executed by Liam Slater. That single leg crab. And Joe maybe about to tap. Oh, look at this. Slater turns it into a pinning combo. And back on the crab again. This time sinking all the way in. Oh, Slater, look at the way Joe Hendry's body's contorted. But Hendry, knowing his way around the ring, cuts it off. Breaks the hold with a grab of the bottom rope. We are sold out here at Anarchy Brewery. We thank you for joining us. If you are here with us live, if you are here with us via Patreon, if you are here with us via IWTV, we thank you for supporting North Wrestling. And Liam Slater with the powerbomb. What a bridge on that powerbomb, the bridge that has put away numerous opponents in the past for Liam. Gut-wrench Liger bomb. Slater dug down deep, but it only got 2. Liam Slater can feel it now. One big move from retaining the North Wrestling Championship, making a trip to the top rope, and oh, Hendry's back up quickly to the top. And is Hendry thinking superplex from all the way up there? Liam Slater looking to prevent the hook from Hendry. If he can fight it off a little longer, Liam could find a way out of Hendry's grasp, and no way. Is he going to suplex Hendry to the outside? Oh, and Hendry sees that coming. Hendry says no. He's grabbed Slater. Superplex. Power move by Joe Hendry with a lariat. And now Joe. Pop-up powerbomb. 3 big moves, but only 2 seconds. Joe Hendry, look at the face. He was half a second away from leaving Newcastle as the North Wrestling Champion. Half a second from the history of North being completely rewritten. And now Joe has got to be thinking, maybe that chokeslam, maybe that freak of nature. One big finish. Slater stops it. Not for long. Chokeslam. Slater rolls through. Victory roll to the back. He's got him. Slater wins it.
Here is your winner and still North Wrestling Champion, Liam Slater.
A postmodern professional wrestler wins with a postmodern professional wrestling move. It wasn't about the funny songs. It wasn't about the music videos. It came down to wrestling. And tonight, Liam Slater, with North Wrestling on his back, out-wrestled one of the best in Joe Hendry. What a match. What a main event here at North Wrestling. Different song, but the same chorus. Liam Slater outworks, out-wrestles, and outshines his challenger. Joe Hendry knows. He knows he was beat clean. That's gotta sting. Show of respect by Joe Hendry. Tonight was Liam Slater's night. Liam Slater will walk back into Anarchy Brew as your North Wrestling Champion when we return for our final show of the year. Friday night, December the 2nd. North Wrestling presents Actually It's Darkness. And that man walks from the dark into the light as your North Wrestling Champion.